We're going to use another shell problem here, and we're going to be revolving our region. We have our parabola right here going up in red, and we have our sideways parabola right here in blue. So we're taking what's bound by those in this sliver right here. We're going to take that shaded region. We're going to revolve that around our y equals -4, which is over here. This vertical orange dotted line is our axis of revolution. It's a vertical axis of revolution. Any vertical axis of revolution deals with x's. So we have to have a dx here. We're going to have our 2 pi, our integral sign. Our bounds on our integral sign will be our x's. We're starting out at 0, going over to a distance of 1 unit over. So our bounds are 0 and 1 because those are the x's for our shaded region. We then need to go ahead and take a look at our radius. Our radius is going to go from our axis of revolution over into our shaded region. Now we're dealing with x's, so that's going to be an x. Our axis of revolution is at -4. You got to take what's on the right, which is x, minus your axis of revolution because that's on the left. So we're going to go x minus our -4. That's our radius. Then we need to go ahead and take a look at our height. Our height goes from what's on top to what's on the bottom. What's on top is the blue, what's on the bottom is red. But we're dealing with x's, and so we got to go ahead and solve each one of these up here for y. So we have stuff in terms of x. So if we look at the first one here, we'd have to go ahead and square both sides. Then we'd have to go ahead and add 2. And so this is the equation of our parabola over here in red. And in this form, you should realize that the parabola just moved 2 units up. We also need to go ahead and solve the second one, the blue one here, for our blue graph. We need to solve that for y. You'll notice the right-hand side factors into 2 identical parentheses of an x minus 2 and an x minus 2. So you could write it as an x minus 2 all squared. Then you'd want to go ahead and take the square root of both sides, then add 2. So for our height, we got to go the blue minus the red. So we got to take our blue right here, the root x plus 2, subtract our red. Our red's down here, the x squared plus 2. And that is our height. You'll notice if we go ahead and collect like terms there, we'll have some crossing out of the 2's. Our minus and negative is our plus. Then we can go ahead and just do our basic integration by foiling this out, increasing our exponents by 1, plug in our 1, minus what we get when we plug in 0. Plugging in 0 here drops it out, and we end up with 89 pi over 30.